Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Horned Frogs offense will get the ball first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Thomas back to pass. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Garcia. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The jet sweep pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's McWilliams. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. On the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Release to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Thomas looking to fire. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball
running free. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-teamed high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you know. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Best. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Thomas back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Thomas looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Goes to the option. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Thomas back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. He caught it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Finds his big tight end. stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. Only a couple there, now staring at 3rd and 8. Tempo in overdrive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Rushes on him. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Garcia. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Creates a little space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Cobb. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Thomas looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He works the middle of the field. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. To the ground with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Right on target this time. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Complete to start this drive. Moves up to the 34-yard line, giving him a 10-yard pickup. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Garcia. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Thomas back to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. It's complete to the right. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Finds the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll leave it with him.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Garcia. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. On the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. Hits him with a stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They go to the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Motion from the wideout. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the option. Now the toss. Quick step and go. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Thomas back to pass. Under fire. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Mustangs want to move quickly.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter. And
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right on the money. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. Looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Already a chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.